Hi. In this video, I'm going to focus on creating using the mouse. And I have a formerly created project open right in front of me. And this is one of my favorite things to do is to create and link things using the mouse. And this has a couple of very great advantages. One is you're right there when you're examining the project. Oh, you might notice that you missed something. So let's add it right here. So one of the things that we can do is double click. It creates an untitled project and it immediately highlights right here the new project, and I can start typing right away. So let's say email journalists, and that's part of my PR campaign. And then let's add another one, double click. And this would be email bloggers. Okay, now I want to connect them. So I can hover over them, and this works for any node in the system. I can hover, I can pull in one of these tentacles, and I can connect it to the PR section. And now let me do the same here. And very easily, I just created two new nodes and connected them. And obviously, I can now use the inspector on them, add more information, explore them further, etc. Now, one of the interesting things in Wigwam is everything can be connected to everything. So this mind map view, it's very useful for brainstorming, for planning. But when you try to represent, let's say, a real network or a real situation, a real company, things can get more complicated than that. Things are more connected. So I'm going to destroy this mind map and turn it into a network diagram, a real network diagram, just to show you the capability. So let's say I know that the PR company and the marketing division are really connected. Really, there's a connection there. And let's say that the salespeople are also doing the events. So let's connect it that way. I can start, and you can see the magnetic forces are already kind of aligning it differently to show the real connections. Now let's say QA and development, they work very closely. So I can start highlighting that. And really the production deploy on the technology side and on the QA side, they're definitely connected. Now we have some bug fixes in the development side, and that's also connected to the bug fixes on the QA side. So I don't know why I would have to do this, but in this case, I can connect them very easily. Now imagine this was a server network, or this was a complicated market relationship with multiple companies, and you wanted to highlight what really was going on. You can start creating these connections and really start creating really a mesh of connections in a way that kind of shows where the connections are, in a way that where it less of a mind map and more of a real embedded network. And you can create it right here with absolutely no difficulty, and maintain readability, and kind of can understand the emergent form of the network. There's more coming. So we're going to be working on different types of relationships, different types of connections. We're going to be working on simulating connections and finding key nodes in the network. So as you start expanding your view of what this tool can do, keep in mind everything here can be connected to everything. This is not a tree. This is not a mind map. This is much wider than that. This is more like a neural network, or a network of ideas where things can be connected in unexpected ways. So this is how you create via the map. Let me recap. Double click to create a node, and then you can grab one of the tentacles and connect it to any other node. All right. Hope you liked it, and thank you very much.